Good news, you don't need to go to a spa or away for the weekend or to get a manicure or pedicure for it to be self-care. In this video, I'm going to talk about some free or cheap ways that you can take care of yourself at home in the day-to-day, every day, so that you can integrate taking care of yourself well into your actual life without having to kind of escape it to feel better. Hang with me. As a mom of 5, like I get it. I had 5 kids in 5 years. I totally get it. There is not time for self-care to be something that you have to do if you get a babysitter and you have the luxury of going somewhere, because it ain't ever gonna get done. It needs to be something that you can do in your own home, that you can take care of yourself well, treat yourself well in your own space so that it's under your own control, and it's something you can do regularly without having to spend a lot of money so that it happens all the time. Let's talk about some ways that we can do that. I realized that I was severely lacking in taking care of myself when I had a massive health diagnosis that was super scary. I write about it all in my book, If Mama Ain't Happy. That's when I realized that I didn't even know how to take care of myself. And I had been ignoring myself for so long, and it was actually making me quite selfish. And I have a whole video on that, why ignoring ourselves actually makes us more selfish. But anyway, we're gonna combat that. We're gonna combat that, ladies. No, we're gonna start in the day-to-day, making our lives more peaceful. So the first thing that you can do to really take care of yourself well, and that is just taking time to sit down and relax. Just sit down. If you're a goer, move, do, never done, don't be lazy, this type of person, then it's hard to sit down. But sometimes it's just that act of sitting down in a soft place. Don't go sit on the hardest chair in the house. Don't go sit in front of a pile of mess. Go somewhere that's relatively tidy, a place that you keep relatively nice, or do a sweep before you sit down. And just sit down. Put your legs up. Put your head on a pillow. Stare off into space. Sit down with a drink. Look at the wall. Just sit down. Maybe even set a timer. Set a timer for 5 minutes to start. 10 minutes to start. The kids can run around, let them play. Doesn't matter what's happening. Put your phone away and just sit. Sometimes your body needs to actually rest, and sometimes it needs a signal. Right now, I want to not do anything. Right now, I want to be calm. And sometimes we have to send our body these signals that that's what we want to do. So sitting down is a good way to do that. It's sitting down, it's also free. The second way, just a simple way you can care for yourself well, is to just get a nice cup or mug, something that you enjoy. Maybe it's personalized, maybe it's seasonal, and just have a nice drink. Pick a drink or two that's like your favorite. Maybe it's coffee or an herbal tea or whatever, water with lemon. Get a nice drink and purposely drink it. Like make it a ritual of getting yourself something to drink and then sitting down. You might even combine my first point, sitting down, with your drink. You're multitasking. Oh, I forgot multitasking. That's out already, isn't it? Unless it's multitasking, take care of yourself, then it's a twofer. Sit down with your drink and just enjoy it. Enjoy the way it tastes. Maybe when you're buying this drink, get the nicer one that tastes a little better or that nurtures you a little more. You know, get a milk frother if it's for coffee, or get a cute dainty teacup if it's for tea. Do something that elevates your drinking and that makes it a little bit more special. Get a nice little snack or a nice treat. It can just be a few pieces of chocolate or something that is nice, that feels good and special, and make it feel good and special. My third way that we can really take care of ourselves simply at home is to surround yourself with like cushy, soft things. So here I have a blanket. Actually, I ordered quite a few of these off Etsy. I think they're actually from India, and they're so soft. Like the kids love them. I have quite a few of them. A soft, cushy robe. You can have soft, you know, if it's cooler, you know, we're coming into the winter months, nice fleecy sweatshirt, a nice headband for your hair, slippers. Just make sure, like, if you're gonna, you know, sit down or in the evenings when you're getting ready to relax, surround your body with things that feel soft and cozy, because this is a sign to relax. And even I've noticed that even if I see these soft, cozy textures around, I feel more calm. Like, imagine walking into, you know how in the movies would put like a bachelor pad and it's like all hard angles and black leather. If I imagine walking in there, I'm immediately like, I don't feel any kind of relaxing, cozy vibe, you know? But if I imagine just a soft blanket in a cozy couch, or even a blanket outside on the grass, like something like this that has this texture. I don't know why. I'm sure there's some like technical term, but I purposely like to not learn jargon terms. Is that bad? Tell me in the comments if that's like almost somehow worse to purposely not learn them so I don't sound elitist. I'm going in circles. Get on soft stuff. Sit on soft stuff. It feels comfortable and it triggers your nervous system to just kind of calm down and be at peace. The fourth way to kind of take care of yourself and make sure that you can feel relaxed in the day-to-day in your home, even if you have little ones. Like, believe me, I had 5 kids under 5 years old. I had a baby, a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, and a 5-year-old. I know what I'm talking about, okay? So you can still be at peace even with all that amount of young people, little bitty ones. So the fourth way is to make sure that your home is always sort of sweep and tidyable in about 30 minutes or less. If everything has a place, you don't have too much junk, you take regular times in the day that you and the kids, these are life skills that the kids need, tidying up after themselves, it'll mean the house never gets so bad that you can't relax. Because the truth is, if your house is a total nightmare, you cannot relax in it. You can't. Even if you go to your bathroom and run a tub and close the door, you cannot get away from the mess that you know is there. You cannot even really be present. I have a video on why it's hard to be present if you've got lots of mess and lots of problems. It's not you. It ain't you, okay? So make sure that you kind of work up to these routines so that at any given point, if you know you're gonna have an hour, say the kids are gonna go down for a nap, before they go down, spend 10 or 15 minutes doing a big tidy sweep so that the house is in good order. So when you sit down to relax, you can actually be at peace instead of staring at the mess that you need to clean up. The fifth way to take care of yourself at home, and that is doing the things that are actually going to help you be more at peace, spirit, soul, and body, is to get in the habit of thinking and journaling and releasing your feelings. So this sounds a bit like abstract, but if you notice you're feeling overwhelmed, even if you don't want to do a journal, if that feels like too much pressure because you're not going to want to write in it every day, just get a sheet of paper. I have a bedtime brain release, free printable that you can get. I'll put it in the description box. But then you can just write down, what am I thinking? What am I feeling? Why does it make me feel like this? Just get it out. Sometimes it's like our bodies, we're trying not to think about something because it's going to make us upset. But so it stays in the back of our minds and we just feel unsettled. We feel a bit anxious. We don't know why, but if we just sit down, it'll come to you. You do know why. You know why. I know why. When I'm anxious, I usually know what it is. And if I don't, I can typically sit down, journal a little bit, just sit in silence, somewhere soft, somewhere cozy, somewhere quiet. If the kids are cared for, there's another adult, or they're doing something they're not, put earphones in. If you know they're okay and you need just a little bit of a barrier so that you can have a bit of peace, and just think. Sometimes we just get overwhelmed because we have so much going through our heads and we just need to let it out. And sometimes when it comes out, we just feel better. One of the best things I do for self-care that's also free is I cry. This is embarrassing confession. Well, actually it's not, because I don't care, because I'm telling you, you should also cry. Crying is good. If you're feeling a lot of feelings deep down, the best way to take care of yourself is to get them out. Crying is a healing mechanism that the body naturally has to relieve itself of that sorrow and pain. So cry. If you're just super overwhelmed and you feel like you're gonna blow up in anger, instead, try crying. Hello, welcome to my long driveway. Take this piece of self-care advice for what you will, but one thing that I like to do is to take a walk. I feel like this is something that is just really good overall. So depending on where you live, you could walk around your yard, your neighborhood, and just moving your body really is good for lots of different parts of your body. It's good for your mind. It's obviously good physically. And one thing that I would suggest, I heard this said once and it really resonated with me. If you feel like you're always walking around in fight or flight and you're quite stressed, you're quite strung out, your like nervous system is kind of like shot to Hades, doing like strenuous workouts are not really good. Getting your heart pumping, trying to do like, I don't know, HIIT workouts or whatever, this type of thing, this might be good in the fat burning sense, but overall it's not actually helping bring everything back into peaceful equilibrium. Just like a good old-fashioned walk, 10-15 minutes, I think is an excellent way to take care of yourself. And I do this all the time. And when my kids are little, I brought them with me. Now I like to go on walks alone. So I might do it. I might right when they get in bed, my husband's in the house, I might take a quick walk, you know, take the dog for a walk. And there's a lot of studies that talk about the longevity, some of the exercises that give you the most longevity in life, walking and swimming. They're not like, what do you call it when it's like, you know, tough. They're not tough on the knees. They're not tough on your joint. Having a relaxing exercise routine in is just really good for your mental health. The sixth way you can really help take care of yourself at home, and again, when I say take care of ourselves, I really just mean be okay, spirit, soul, and body, is to delegate to the kids. Delegation is a massive form of self-care. Oh, that's right. It really is. Knowing you don't have to do everything relieves some burdens. Knowing you're not the only one who's gonna do it all helps you relax a little bit, because it's like, okay, the kids' rooms, they're all disgusting, but you know what? I don't have to clean them up. I just have to tell the kids to clean them up. It doesn't immediately make the room not messy, but then you can send the kids off and then it's done. More hands being busy gets the work done faster. What is that saying? More hands make light work. That's basically the truth. If you look around and the house is kind of a disaster, this creates stress, removes peace, right? It's a barrier to peace. One of the best ways to let the house become a place of peace is make sure you're not the one that's doing everything. So it's not like a soak in the tub, although that is also, did I put that? Bonus, take detox baths. But it's not a soak in the tub to have your kids empty the dishwasher, but it relieves some load. It helps spread out the responsibility, and this just makes you feel more at peace. You're never gonna be at peace if you're the one doing everything for everybody. Also because inside you're gonna know they should be doing this, and you're gonna feel that icky resentment, bitterness, and it doesn't feel good to feel icky. So then it just goes downhill from there. So to take care of yourself well, you wanna make sure other people are doing the things they're supposed to be doing so that your load is lightened. You wanna make sure you're getting out all of the emotions that are always inside, sort of bubbling on the surface. Journaling or playing music even can help if you like to play music or listening to music, something that will kind of activate those emotions and help them to come out. You want to actually make sure your environment is pleasing to you. If you hate the way your house looks, it doesn't matter if it's your forever home, but if it's decorated ugly, if you're using ugly stuff, if you hate the way it looks and it's always a mess, you literally are going to be incapable of feeling at peace there unless you like put a mask over your eyes. But that is also a good idea. If you can't change your environment when you lay down to rest, do put a mask over your eyes or close them so you don't have to see that. So at least for a minute you can drown it out. All jokes aside, although I guess I am serious, that could work. Your home doesn't need to make you feel worse. It doesn't need to be that your home makes you feel bad and you have to leave your home to feel okay. It should be not that way. It should be that your home is a place of peace and care. So I hope this kind of helped you rethink what it actually means to take care of yourself and give you some ideas of ways that you can do that in home. You can have little daily escapes so that it doesn't all build up and make you want to run away from home. And make sure to watch my next video, which I talk about my nighttime tidying routine, which is called the evening sweep. You can come along with me and I'll show you how that's done.